Hello, I'm Dan Alexander. Thanks for joining me for another episode of my webcast. I appreciate it. I hope you're wearing one of these. It's a crazy world out there. Stay safe and stay healthy. I'd like to talk to you for a few moments about song structure, specifically talking about pop music. I'm not a great musician or a jazz musician, a classical musician, or any other kind of particularly advanced musician. And I think that it's not uncommon for pop songwriters to not be particularly classically trained. The Beatles would be a perfect example. None of them read music. They managed to write a fair number of incredibly catchy songs. And that's really what pop music is all about, is songs that are catchy, unavoidable, that go through your head and won't stop. Songs that make you tap your feet and you want to sing along, and it seems like you already know the words. But there's more to it. I mean, and of course, the lyrics are more important than anything else, probably. But it's just one part of the whole thing. And as a songwriter, it seems to me that pop music has a certain amount of structure, and that structure sort of, look, there's no rules. Not every song has to be 3 minutes and 38 seconds long, or 2 minutes and 12 seconds long, or 4 minutes and 5 seconds long. Every once in a while, you have a big hit record that's 7 minutes long, or whatever. I mean, there's no rules to any of this, and so bear that in mind. But for me, pop songs, are broken up into three sections: verses and choruses and bridges. Now, some pop songs don't have a bridge. Bob Dylan doesn't write bridges in hardly any of his songs ever. Jimi Hendrix didn't really have bridges per se, so to speak. So, in any case, so you have a verse, for example. You have some kind of an introduction, and then you have a verse. And the verse can be, I don't know, it depends on the song. 4 measures long, 8 measures long, who knows? Whatever you want. But there's something lyrically and musically, parts wise, that leads that verse into the chorus. And the chorus is either a separate little ditty lyrically in and of itself that repeats in the song numerous times, or it's a hook line, which often would be involved in the title of the song, but which is a repetitive line that you identify the song with. She loves you, yeah, yeah, yeah. She loves you, yeah. She loves you, yeah, 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 yeah. Um, uh, um, uh, uh, um, hey, you get off of my cloud. Don't hang around because two's a cloud on my cloud. I mean, there's any number of examples. I don't have to. There's a you already know a million examples of this. So you have an intro and you have a verse and you have the chorus and maybe you have a second verse and a second chorus. And then you have a bridge. Now you might have a solo, and if there's something different musically about the structure of the solo, that can function as the bridge. It's a release, a relief from the structure of the verse and the chorus. I mean, rationally, one would hope that the lyrical content of the bridge would relate to the lyrical content of the rest of the song. Sometimes it doesn't. And sometimes that's just peachy. You know, it's an art form. But eventually, the song has to climax in such a way that lyrically and emotionally and tension-wise, musically, it reaches a plateau, and then you have an outro of one kind or another. And some, I mean, take your pick. There's a million different ways the song's going to end. And it leaves you with a memory of the lyrical hook. And that's what sticks in your mind. Well, hopefully. I mean, depends on the song. I have a difficult time relating to songs that are just stream of consciousness. I like structure. And the other thing about pop music, again, there is no rule about this. It's often appropriate when the music begins simply and becomes more complex as it goes along, but that the complexity is structured in such a way as to add to the overall memorability of the song. If you listen to pop music, and obviously I'm not talking about, in a general rule, hip hop or rap music. That's something completely different. I know nothing about them. But if you listen to your classic pop music with that kind of structure in mind, and look, this is all simple stuff. You already know this probably. You'll begin to recognize very easily these structures. When it comes to the middle eight, that's the bridge. So that's about what I have to say about that now. And I hope that you keep writing songs, because it's great, really great. And it's the best money there is, I mean, I think my royalty checks last year were probably about $90. Anyway, so you have a great evening, and do me a big favor and subscribe to this channel, won't you? Really appreciate it. Thanks.